For pizza and ice cream, of course, those are favorite foods in childhood and beyond. But for many kids, enjoying any dairy products can result in a painful stomach ache or even worse. And joining us now with more on lactose intolerance is Dr. Chad Thornhill with GI for Kids at Children's Hospital. It's always good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
We always learn something new. So let's talk about what lactose intolerance is.
So lactose intolerance is an issue with digestion. So lactose is a sugar. It's in all animal milks, but especially in dairy. People who are lactose intolerant, they don't digest that sugar very well, and you get lots of downstream effects with the sugar not digestion.
Oh boy, not pleasant at all.
Not at all.
So is lactose intolerance the same as saying I have a milk allergy?
Not quite. Symptom-wise, they can be the same because you can get similar stomach discomforts with the allergies and the intolerances, but with the intolerance, it's an issue with how you're digesting the lactose. With the allergy, your immune system is actively reacting to the dairy. Yeah, exactly. So it's not just the GI things. You can get hives and rashes and trouble breathing and, the worse ends, anaphylaxis, which is more of the run to the ER immediately kind of thing. So it can be life-threatening with the allergy. With the intolerance, it's uncomfortable, but it's also not something to that extent.
Okay, so what do we do about it?
Well, that's a great question. The
that's
easiest
a broad
part,
question.
yeah. So with the intolerance, you don't make the enzyme to digest the sugar. So the easiest thing is just avoid dairy. To your point about pizza and ice cream being delicious, even if you don't make the enzyme, you can supplement. So they have milks where they have taken the lactose out. They have milks where they've digested the lactose for you. They have enzyme pills that you can take that will digest the sugar for you. So even if you're having your pizza, you can take the enzyme to help you digest the sugar, so you're not getting the same kind of discomfort with it.
That's good. There are some steps. I mean, it can complicate your life, but
Absolutely.
as a parent, you can be prepared, let your child enjoy as normal a life as possible and not give up some of these fun things. But here's a question. I've always wondered this. Can babies be lactose intolerant? Can you be born with that, or does it develop?
Not as much as you would think, because it's a thing that gets reported to us a lot. It is a very rare thing to be legitimately lactose intolerant from birth. Usually it's something that you're working into, so the more your body grows into it, the less and less of the enzyme you make. There's a handful of babies, super rare thing, where they start without the enzyme. It's more, now I'm 3, now I'm 4, now I'm 5, and I'm kind of weaning off the milk, and so we're making less and less of that enzyme to break down the sugar, and that's when you start having the problems.
The benefits of milk, those are tough to replace. I mean, milk's good for you, right? I mean, for all intents and purposes.
That's right.
I see you kind of smiling and nodding. We know it's good for you, but we know there's the fat, there's the sugar, and those things to consider as well.
Well, and again, from a GI tract standpoint, we see a lot of patients with GI symptoms, and getting back to the allergies and the intolerances, we'll see a lot of that coming back to the dairy, but nutritionally, it's a great combination of the fats and the carbs and the proteins. It's got the vitamin D, it's got the calcium. If you can tolerate it, it's very, very good for you.
All right. Better if you can't, stay away from it.
That's right. And again, if it's an intolerance, you can supplement. If it's an allergy, probably better to stay away.
All right, and see you.
That's right, absolutely.
Thanks for being with us. And a reminder, everyone, if you have a question about your child's health, send me an email at ltucker@wate.com. We'll pass it along to the doctor. Be sure to tune in every Thursday here on WATE 6 on Your Side News at 4:30 to see if we use your question on the air.